My name is Uli Kreling, and I'm an architect, and I was the project architect on the Discover Greenwich project. Initially, I think I wanted to become an artist. I've got relatives and my family, they've always been sort of artists, or my grandfather is a stonemason, but the more realistic option to me, the classic thing to do is architecture. I thought it would be a sort of grounding that would even allow me to do other things in the future. I really enjoy the design and developing the concept at the beginning, but I think I enjoy the whole process. I wouldn't want to be constantly at the stage where I'm always just on site checking things. So the nice thing is actually it's the full breadth, from just very simple sketches trying to explain a concept to then the actual involvement on site, where you can see how the stuff that you've designed is all actually put together with nuts and bolts and bricks and mortar. It's nice to see the full circle, and you get tired if you were just working on one bit of it. As the sort of project architect, you're supposed to be involved in all aspects. One of the difficult things about this project was there was an involvement of quite a lot of different bodies, different parties, and you're the sort of you're trying to lead them maybe in one direction, but you should let them influence you as well, because you don't know everything about everything. But that was one of the aspects I enjoyed about this as well. The education space is actually one of my favorite rooms in Discover Greenwich, and you've got to imagine that when we came here and saw it for the first time, it was just a storage area. It had a fully glassed roof. We've got these old beams where we had the pipes on the wall. These pipes were the extract of the toilet, so not very glamorous. We've got the round windows on one side. These obviously had to be kept. These constraints, you shouldn't use them as a negative influence, but they are actually a positive influence. They can generate ideas. I think as an architect, you have to be able to think about the potential of a space. One problem we had with this space that it would get very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter. We use this element here, which is actually a pin-up wall that is like having a little anorak on top of the wall, so that the cool air doesn't come through. The slots you can see in the plasterboard are for acoustic reason, and that means it reduces the echo in the room. We try to keep it all very simple and white, plain surfaces, and this is the canvas for the users of the space to work on. I meet lots of different architects, arrogant architects, friendly architects, funny architects, very serious architects, architects who are not that interested in design but just in building buildings and the nuts and bolts aspects. Other people who see themselves as concept artists, very arty people. So I think there's a whole range of different people, and I don't want to exclude anyone. If they feel they want to be an architect or designer, I think they have every right to try it out. I think there's a certain thing about possibly perseverance. If you're quick, it takes about 7 years, but I know people who've been doing this for 15 years and they're still not a qualified architect.